The Outdoor Show. It's the program that puts you into the peaceful and beautiful home of Mother Nature. It moves you back to that calm fishing pond up north, one step away from Lake Michigan, or into your hunting blind on a brisk fall morning. The Outdoor Show. It's a peaceful program. This is not your mother's outdoor show. This is the WHTC Outdoor Show, hosted by a guy who literally has hunting in his name. Tom Meddendorp is Dutch for Village in the Maiden, or King's Hunting Ground. Your co-host, sometimes, is Tim Becker of Powderhorn Guns and Archery. It's time for what really happens when the guys go up north on that hunting trip. It's time for the WHTC Outdoor Show, presented by My Firearms ETS. That's MI Firearms ETS on 1450 WHTC, Holland's news leader.
Good morning and welcome to the Outdoor Show. How are you, Tim?
Great, Tom. How about you?
I'm doing great. You know, there are so many things that we need to tell about. And last week, I think I even forgot to tell people that we were recording the interview with Arlen Meekhoff.
Yeah.
We recorded that interview, and it's online. Did you get a chance to watch it?
I watched about half of it, and then the kids took my attention away.
Oh, bugger.
Yep, but I was watching that. And
It is 29 minutes,
Yep.
You know, as a total, but it's a really good interview.
Yep.
Arlen Meekhoff being the Senate Majority Leader here in Michigan. And
Now,
our
I
30th district 30th district senator. I just wanted to make sure that people know who I'm talking about, because I've run into people who don't know who Arlen is.
You know, and I have told people this week at the shop and whatnot about that interview and to get onto YouTube and find it, and they want to know what his job title means.
He's the boss.
That's kind of the way that I put it, but you know, just thought I better clarify that.
He's the boss, Senate Majority Leader. The Senate has a majority party, and he is the majority party leader. So the Republicans are in charge of the Senate. He is the leader of the Republicans in the Senate. He decides, or somehow, however it works, what hits the floor. So he's like the chairman of the meeting.
Yep.
If you want to think of it that way. I mean, there's a lot more to it, but as a simple explanation, he's the boss.
Well done. I wanted to call you out first thing in the morning, and you answered right back.
Well, you know, I kind of get excited about this stuff.
Oh, absolutely.
Not that I'm, fanatical about politics. I'm just right. Get the pun?
Yeah. Yeah, you bet.
Well, and last year I became precinct delegate for in Zeeland Township, second precinct, and so I got to go to these conventions for Ottawa County Republicans. Well, just this past Thursday, we went to convention to elect the representatives from the Ottawa County Republican Party to go to the state convention on February 2021.
Nice.
And so you get more involved. You start to learn how everything works. Now, I had a pretty good grasp on how government works and so on, but there's such an amount of inner workings that's difficult to figure out unless you actually go there and witness it. Now, you can be a visitor to all these conventions.
Okay.
And like the rules of convention, there was a discrepancy after the rules had been adopted. And there were some people who didn't realize you need to speak up before you say aye. There was a lady who did things properly. She said point of order, and everything else. You do a point of order. That's when you get a chance to, say, wait a minute, what's going on here?
Yeah.
You wanna read the material prior to saying you disagree with the material. That can be a little difficult sometimes because of the way things are worded, and which is the same thing in our legislation.
Oh yeah.
We get all these different bills that come through, and we think, oh, this will be a good bill. But then when you look at it, you got to look at why your representative or your senator would vote against something.
Yep.
Or why they would vote for something. And there's a lot involved. And then you have, multiple levels of people, staffers and so on, and advisors and everything that read through these bills and look at different things. This is what happened with the Senate Bill 789 and 790 that occurred in the lame duck session of 2014, but then got vetoed at the beginning of 2015 here.
Yep.
And I still say that I'm not positive that the stipulation that people believed where somebody under a PPO or a personal protection order could receive a concealed pistol license, it was the fact they figured they could have guns. Well, somebody can, and this is my rough understanding of it.
Okay.
You could get a PPO put against you, and you can still have guns regardless, unless that's part of the PPO that's put against you, where the person applying for that PPO against somebody, they have to request that or something of that nature. That's part of the law anyway. But then there became a confusion. So all in all, if somebody gets their guns taken away, whether they have a concealed pistol license or not, doesn't make a difference if their guns are taken away, right?
They're being taken away.
Anyway, they wanted to make sure that this small portion was taken care of, which, you think about it one way, it's good. It's good to have things all in order.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Well, now they took care of it. Senator Mike Green reintroduced the Senate Bills 34 and 35 of 2015. So if you're looking for information on what's going to happen with that, you look up Senate Bills 34 and 35 on your computer, and you can get the information. I typically go to the Michigan legislative site for that when I,
When
type
you try
in,
to find those Senate bills, yeah.
And then you have to read it.
Yep.
I know not everybody wants to read it.
Yeah.
But hey, if you want to understand it, you have to read it.
Yep.
Another thing that happened was there's a Bipartisan Sportsmen's Act of 2015. This is at the federal level versus the Michigan level.
Yep.
And as it's stated from the notice that I got, bill would protect and enhance opportunities for hunting, shooting, and fishing. And this is a bill, and let's see here, I'm looking for a quote here. Preserving our Second Amendment freedoms and hunting heritage is the core of the NRA's mission. The Bipartisan Sportsmen's Act of 2015 advances those efforts. And if we look at some of the highlights of this, hunting, fishing, and recreational shooting protection. It's an important provision, clarifies that ammunition components, and fishing equipment are exempt from regulation by the Environmental Protection Agency, or the EPA, and it's under the Toxic Substances Control Act.
Yep. So
it pulls the ammunition components, and the fishing equipment out of there. This was something I don't think was pretty widespread, talked about, but there was some efforts to control lead, which would then control the ammunition, which would then...
And even your fishing equipment.
Well, yeah, and that's where the problem came in. It wasn't just lead for hunting. It wasn't just lead for target shooting. It wasn't just lead for sinkers. Mm-hmm. It was everything.
Yep.
And the EPA was involved in that. But this would exempt it from that. This provision is necessary because anti-hunting extremists groups have filed multiple petitions with the EPA to ban fishing sinkers and the use of lead ammunition for all purposes, not just hunting.
Yep.
Okay? Now, I don't disagree that lead is toxic. I don't disagree that there's things you need to do to protect from lead migrating.
Yep.
Like by the range. At the range, we clean up after ourselves. We pick up all the lead, or the casings and so on that are ejected because there's lead particulate in there.
Yep.
If those set on the ground and the sunshine hits it and the rain hits it, so sunshine and water makes that break down, then it moves, it migrates, so it gets into the water system, and we don't want that. So we take measures to pick that stuff up.
Well, and on top of that too, don't they mine all that lead out of those properties too?
Yes. You got the
and they make.
Well, you got companies that come in.
Yeah.
They strip the ground. They take the lead out of it and put the ground right back in place, and then you reseed and everything else to make sure that the ground doesn't. Erosion doesn't occur.
Yep.
And anyway, another one of them is recreational self-protection. Section would give law-abiding gun owners more access to carry firearms on land managed by the Army Corps of Engineers. Another section, making public lands public. Section requires 1.5% of the annual land and water conservation fund goes towards securing access for sportsmen to public lands that are currently either landlocked or otherwise significantly restricted.
Yep.
And then there's Target Practice and Marksmanship Training Support Act. This section makes more funds available to state fish and wildlife agencies for the development of shooting ranges. And then bows transported through national parks. This section allows for bows to be transported across national park lands. Right now, only firearms are allowed to be transported, and it poses a practical problem for bow hunters who want to legally hunt on Forest Service or Bureau of Land Management lands, but they have to cross National Park Service lands in order to do that.
See, I had no clue that was even in effect.
Oh, so you just take your bow anywhere, don't you?
I'm stealthy, like a ninja.
Ninja Tim and his bow. Hey, there's a good one. Ninja Tim. We'll call you Ninja Tim.
You got it.
I'll be the gun guy. You be Ninja Tim.
Ninja Tim. I got guns. I carry around all the time.
So, anyway, I just, seeing this and knowing that this is really awesome that we're getting legislation like this, even during times when we have serious problems we need to address.
Yep.
But we're still getting those legislative things that are other problems that need to be addressed or restricted and things done with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So I'm kind of excited about going forward in government as far as what's going to happen and how it's going to happen regarding getting things done.
Yep.
For the benefit of all.
Yep.
If we keep looking at one thing all the time, it doesn't help us much. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
The Outdoor Show is brought to you by Western Brook Mower, where they service what they sell. All units are ready to use when they leave the store, and Western Brook submits your warranty information so you don't have to. Stop into the Holland or the Genesis store, check them out on your computer at westernbrookmower.com, or call them at 616-396-5733. Lines are open. Give us a call, 395-1450. We'll be back here shortly on The Outdoor Show.
Weather, sports, talk of the town, just about everything we do on WHTC, we do.
Tackling Firearms, your full-service gun dealer. Stocking new and used firearms, Glock, Sig Sauer, Ruger, and more. Lakeshore Tackling Firearms are buyers of all kinds of firearms and located at 6398 Blue Star Highway, just 6 short miles south of Holland at exit 41. Find them on your computer at lakeshoretacklingfirearms.com. We're back, ready to talk with you. Give us a call, 395-1450. So I told about what, I had an exciting week this week with the interview with Arlen. Oh, by the way, if you want to get to the interview with Arlen, I think we forgot to say that. You can go search us on YouTube. It's MI space firearms space ETS. It's MI Firearms ETS is what you're looking for, Michigan Firearms ETS. And we have a YouTube channel, and it has not only the got me all mixed up.
My bad. I'm sorry. That was my fault.
Not only can you find the interview with Arlen, but you can find like our Monday Moments that we've been putting out. The Monday Moments are all about firearm safety for people to watch and just get a 5-minute boost on Mondays for how they're going to treat their firearms throughout the week.
Except for this week, it was only like 3 minutes and 27 seconds or something.
Oh, come on. It was 4 minutes and 42 seconds.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah.
I think just watching you talk, it just goes by so quick. It's so entertaining.
This is how people get through 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. every Saturday morning.
You know it.
It's a quick thing. They're wondering why they haven't had another cup of coffee yet.
Right.
That's because we're better than a hot cup of coffee.
You know it. And I'll tell you what, if you want to come for a free cup of coffee,
head on down to the Powderhorn.
Right after this, come on down, and we're going to be
recording.
Yeah, we're going to be recording.
I still
some
say
stuff
tape.
down there. Yeah, I know.
The
Well,
taping.
let's face it. That's most of your life has been tape.
This is true.
But no, come on down and get some free coffee and come see us. We'll both be down at the store.
We're going to do some recording down at the store. Show off the new look.
Yep.
We want to get that in there.
Yep. We are open right now. Actually, Al is down at the store. We've been opening up. We're open Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but we've pretty much every day this week been open. If somebody's there, the light's on, and we like to get there early because bait sales for the ice fishermen right now, which the fishing's been
So what time is early, Tim?
anywhere from 6 to 7.
Anywhere from 6 to 7.
Yep.
So if the lights are on, come on in.
Yep.
You sound like Motel 6.
You got it. You got it. Yep. We kind of scheduled a 7 o'clock start, but there's a lot of times we're there by 6.
Nice. Well, I noticed, the last couple of weeks you've been here before I get here for the radio show.
Well, the last couple of weeks you haven't been here until you sit down, put the headphones on, and say, "Good morning."
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Come on. I'm here for the whole news. Yeah.
Quarter of it. No, but yeah, come on down, and there's always free coffee and good stories there too, and come see our remodel and
Well, yeah. You got to see the remodel.
Fishing bait.
The remodel's awesome.
Yeah.
I want to highlight the gun bench
Yep.
and doing a bore sighting.
Yeah.
How a bore sighting is done.
Absolutely.
That's what I want to do with the recording, so
Yeah.
people can see that and understand what that means.
What goes in entitling with that? There's so many different aspects people think. People think that when a gun's bore sighted, you're good to go to 100 yards and just start firing, and that is definitely not true.
You mean you're not good enough to make that happen?
I'm good enough.
Oh!
I'm good enough.
Well,
But you?
I'll tell you, I had never done a bore sighting. I only ever watched it.
Yep.
And then Al talked me through it, and I did my own bore sighting the other day for a friend that wanted me to sight a gun in because he's got some shakes to his hands.
Yep.
And stuff, and he wanted me to get it.
Was it me?
No.
Oh, okay.
He just wanted me to get things sighted in for him
Yeah.
on that gun.
Yep.
And we still have to go to the range, and we're gonna take and go to the range with that gun and do the final sight in.
Yeah.
On the range, outside shooting 100 yards, and what I'm hoping is we can do a redo
Yep.
on what we had done with that gun to show on video.
Yep.
And then we'll go and we'll shoot that gun and we'll
Yeah.
show the ammo types and
Yep.
stuff and all that good stuff.
And I guess then I invite anybody that has any interest in knowing about bore sighting, come on down and see what we're doing.
Well, yeah, come on
Come
down
join
today,
us. Yep.
this morning. Maybe we'll get started by the time Jake and Nate get there.
It'll
They'll probably be there
10:30.
8:30, and we got to get
11.
things rolling. Oh no! I got other things I got to do today.
Shoot.
We got invited to do a concealed carry Q&A up in Granville, and we're gonna go do that this afternoon. And we have our schedule is filling up fast.
Good.
And I've been getting calls. When's the next concealed carry class? Well, that's the March 20 and 21. Those dates. Anyhow, we get down to the store, and we're gonna do that stuff. I can't believe you got Al there extra early.
Oh, I think he leaves tomorrow for Texas, so he's trying to get some stuff.
Oh, then he's gonna be gone.
Gonna go hunt those pigs down there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The feral or the wild boar?
Wild boar.
Wild boar.
Yep. That's
Is
overrun
it-
down there with wild boar.
That's in Georgia. They hunt the feral pigs, isn't it? They put on those hunts.
Oh yeah. Well,
it-
there's multiple places. When I was down in Florida, I didn't realize how big the feral pigs are down there and the wild boars. It seems, and I'm positive that Texas has got both. They're so overrun with hogs
Really?
of all sorts. Oh yeah, it's terrible.
Okay.
But something else that's happened that was really neat is for how long now have I been saying on the air, come on in and show me pictures of your deer, your fish, or your bears, or tell some stories.
Oh yeah.
And
Yep.
this week, I've had multiple people come in with pictures of fishing, and both men, women, and children.
Sweet.
It's been great. I probably had 4 or 5 people come in, and
So you got
I
some
love
more
it.
stories to take as your own.
Yeah, you got it. Hey, you should start taking some of mine. Because I'm getting them from elsewhere. Yes, I've been hunting in Africa, even though I've never been there.
Well, I'm sure you'd do good in Africa if you
Yeah.
went there. But you might have to get some more gear.
Yeah.
And to get some more gear in 2 weeks, because it's February 7th this morning.
Yep.
Has that dawned on you yet? It's already the first
I was thinking
Saturday
about that
in
last
February?
night. That gun show's coming up real quick.
Saturday, February 21.
The
Holland's original
Oh,
gun
good.
and knife
Yep.
show.
I was going to call it the original Holland's Gun and Knife Show. So
It's
good
Holland's
job.
original gun and knife show, and it's from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. over at the Holland Civic Center.
Yep.
We're going to tell you more about it in just a moment. Farmers Co-op Elevator in Hudsonville is your food plot headquarters with over 40 different seed varieties to choose from, providing in-house soil testing as well as fertilizers, lime, and equipment to plant, maintain, and get maximum performance out of your food plot. Visit the Farmers Co-op at 3302 Prospect Street in Hudsonville. For a complete list of products and services, check them out online at fcelevator.com. Lines are open. Give us a call, 395-1450. We'll be back here shortly on The Outdoor Show. Horn, guns, and archery for all your arrow knocking, gun cocking, fish hooking, flag waving, stand up and sing God Bless America hunting and fishing needs. Lines are open. Give us a call, 395-1450. We're back, ready to answer your questions right here on The Outdoor Show. We're back.
We are.
We're back. Anyway, we were talking about the Holland Gun and Knife Show.
Yep.
This is really cool. Okay. I'm excited about the Holland Gun and Knife Show because we're going to do a live broadcast.
Yep.
That's from 7 to 8 a.m. right down there, right out front of the Civic Center.
Yep.
We're going to have a tent set up. We're going to have from 8 o'clock to 9:30. Now, doors open at 9, remember, but there's always that big lineup.
Yep.
8 to 9:30, we're going to be serving Big B coffee and hot cocoa.
Well, let me say something about that real quick.
Uh-oh, it sounds like he's going to say something bad, but he's not.
Nope. I stopped on the way to the studio here this morning to get wonderful hot chocolate
At a different place.
from a different place. And it's not something that I do too often, stopping and getting hot chocolate
No, you
or anything
don't.
like that. Yep. And you brought me that Biggie B coffee a couple weeks ago.
You just
that-
hope that I bring it every
Well, I've
week.
been waiting on it, and you don't. Man. So, yeah. Yeah, there's people here relying on you to bring that coffee. But, so I stopped and got it. I thought, okay, I got a few minutes to burn. So I stopped and got it at another place.
Mm-hmm.
It's awful. It is nothing. Big B coffee was the best coffee, or hot chocolate
cocoa.
I've ever had.
It is.
Yep.
It's awesome.
Yep. No, it was great. And I was so disappointed when I had this one. I thought,
Big B Coffees. Hot drinks for the outdoorsman.
you know it. There it is. It's great. And, you know,
That's 'cause
what
we have
were you
to-
making fun of me about earlier when I told
We
you?
have to have hot cocoa for you because,
Yeah, well,
you don't drink coffee.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't need it. You don't need the coffee. They say coffee makes hair grow on your chest and,
oh
chin
yeah,
and stuff
no.
like that.
I'm
you
all
don't need
manly. Problem with hot chocolate and coffee,
What's
it's
that?
too hot.
Yeah, you said that
Burns
earlier.
my tongue. I got to let it sit for an hour.
That's too long.
I know.
When you order it, you want to drink it.
Throw some ice cubes in
And
there.
that short ride over here, I don't think it cooled it off that much.
But it was perfect
perfect
when you got
temperature.
here, yeah. So
Yeah.
you should be picking it up every Saturday morning.
Saturday morning. Okay. I know. We'll set up a house account over at Big B for you.
I'm good.
And I just order it on that.
You are. I'm all for it. Can I use your name though?
No.
Oh, okay. Darn it.
Ask them to make it colder, less hot.
I don't think they can hear you because you don't have your mic on.
Well, you can ask them to make it less hot for you when they steam
What do you
the
want them to do?
milk.
Put ice cubes
Yeah.
in?
No,
That's what I do.
no. You just tell them, hey, I don't want it as hot as you normally make it, and
Hey.
they won't make it that way.
You don't have to do that at Big B.
They know. They see me coming and they know.
They got the right temperature.
Yep.
Anyway, we're going to serve coffee and hot cocoa in the
From
morning
Big
from
B.
Big B.
Yep.
Big B.
Big
hot
B.
drinks for the outdoorsman.
Yep.
Anyhow, we're going to be serving that there in the morning. We're also going to be selling NRA memberships. If you purchase your NRA membership at a discounted rate that morning, you get into the show for free.
Wonderful.
Compliments of Michigan Firearms.
You got it.
We're going to take care of your entry fee. If you purchase your NRA membership with us that morning, we're going to take care of that entry fee for you.
You got it.
It's on site. You can't go online and say, I got it this morning. No, you got to buy it on site so you have a receipt to get through the door.
Yep.
And then, of course, you get your raffle tickets for the show. It's a door prize. The door prize. I don't know right now what the door prize is. I have to find out. So we'll announce that next week, what the door prize is going to be for going through the doors. But then I know there's going to be other drawings going on throughout the day there. And we're going to have, of course, the NRA sales, I should have mentioned, that's going to occur all day.
Yep.
That if you purchase between 9 and 3 to get into the show. You get into the show for nothing. We'll have that all set up. Right when you come in the doors, you got to take the right hand door and go in there.
Yep.
Anyway, this is something really new for Holland Gun and Knife Show. Holland's original Gun and Knife Show is going to bring you an original theme of having workshops during the show. Now, we're going to try it. We think it'll work.
Yeah.
We're going to have the workshops up in the balcony.
Yep.
So we're going to have 3 different workshops, right? We're going to have turkey hunting with Rodney. We're going to rock them with Rodney. We're going to have whitetail hunting with Kyle. So we're going to kill them with Kyle. Mm-hmm. And then we're going to have coyote hunting with Todd Dog Breath Sullivan. The workshops will be...
That'll be great.
It's going to be awesome because
Yeah.
they'll be working those calls up in the balcony and people will be able to hear it on the floor.
Yep.
But what they're going to do while they're up there, they're going to explain what kind of things to look for when you're on the floor.
Yep.
Chokes, shotguns, rifles, the different types of things that you might be interested in, how that all fits into these huntings,
Yep.
these types of hunting. And, we're going to do them at 10, noon, and 2. So you can hit all 3 of them throughout the day, but all 3 of them will run at 10 o'clock, all 3 at 2 o'clock, or noon, and all 3 at 2 o'clock.
That'll be great.
And the workshops, here's the catcher, they're 33 minutes long. You can't forget that. They're 33 minutes
33
long.
minutes, yeah.
It's not, it's a half hour.
Well, I'm wondering
workshop.
why we're doing them 33 minutes.
Just to keep everybody on their toes. It's 33 minutes. We're
Yeah.
going to see how many people time them.
Oh, I would. I'll be up there.
But we're gonna be up there in the balcony. So
Yep.
there's 3 sides to the balcony. The back and the 2 sides, and they'll be over there. You have the nice, comfortable seats.
Yep.
And the ladies there, they have the food they serve, so you can pick up your food,
Yep.
head up into the balcony, eat some food, listen to what these guys have to say, hit down on the floor, and pick out what you need on the floor.
Absolutely.
I think it's an awesome way for people to get the full effect of being at the gun show and picking up, looking for the things they need.
Yep.
Whether it be ammo, whether it be, chokes for shotguns themselves, rifles, scopes.
Yep.
Bob Cole's going to be there with the
MOA,
the
yeah.
Leatherwood scopes and so on.
Yep.
He's going to be able to show all that stuff. But I'm super excited. That's the Holland's Original Gun and Knife Show. Saturday, February 21 from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
2 weeks.
And then people say, why are you serving coffee at 8? Well, it's because people stand outside the door so they can get in first to get the best deals.
Yep.
So we might as well let them have some coffee.
Yep.
And to get their best deal, they can pick up their NRA membership before the doors open. And when they come through the door, they can show their receipt, gather their ticket, head on through, and they're in the show.
You got
Just
it.
that quick.
You got it.
So we wanted to make it so it worked well for everybody.
Yep.
And, after that, we got a full schedule. Did I say that earlier? Mm-hmm. March 13. Where are we going to be, Tim?
March 13th.
Friday night, March 13.
Evergreen?
Evergreen. Doors are going to open at 6 o'clock. Workshops are going to start at 6:30 and go to 7:30, and then again at 8 and go to 9.
Yep.
And this is put on by Evergreen Ministries and the Farmers Co-op,
Yep.
one of our sponsors. And we're actually going to do 2 workshops.
We are?
Well,
Awesome.
you can too.
Oh, you leaving me out of this. That's
No, I'm not going to leave you out. I'm going to drag you in
good.
because we're going to do the truth about firearms.
Okay.
We want to know. We want people to ask themselves, "Am I truly safe with firearms?" We want to know what makes a firearm unsafe,
Yep.
and proven firearms handling techniques for young and old alike, and how to pass on safe handling techniques to others. Those are just 4 of the bullet points of the workshops we're going to do as Michigan Firearms, and we're going to have old powder horn, guns, and archery in there to talk about some things too.
Oh, that sounds great.
You didn't even know you were getting roped into that.
I'm
did
all
you?
for it. I'm good.
Oh, we're gonna have some fun with it because being super busy like this is the way we like it, right?
Yep.
You getting up in the morning and selling bait
Bait,
and
yep.
tackle and everything else. It's new for you.
Hey, no. I've done this a lot of years. But it's good.
But you
to
were
be-
going out fishing or something. Or
Oh, that's
maybe-
right. I've been delivering the bait to the fish.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, delivering it to the fish.
Yeah.
Or maybe you were, I don't know, getting up early to go get in a boat with Eli and shoot ducks while I'm here all by myself.
I can do
Wondering-
live from
wondering where
duck
Tim
blind or deer stand. Live.
Phone call from Tim.
On location
On location.
with Tim. And this is what you hear the whole time. Yeah, everything's going good today. It's all great.
Yeah, it's the whisper all the time.
And then, yeah, okay, there he is.
So you asked me a little while ago about the Senate Bills 34 and 34,
Yes,
34 and
and
35,
35.
what they do. Well,
Yep.
they replace the 789, 790.
Yep.
I don't know that I clarified that completely earlier. And if you want to look these things up, you're talking about going to legislature.mi.gov. So legislature.mi.gov.
Yep.
So for people that want to look that up, that's just a little recap on earlier when we talked about the Senate Bills 34 and 35 and people checking that out and
Yep.
getting some info on it.
It's definitely worth checking out.
Most definitely. And you better be there on February 21 to see Tim and I.
You got it.
Oh, yeah, we got more to tell them about what we're going to do during the day.
I'm all for it.
The Outdoor Show is brought to you by Advantage Marine in Zeeland with competitive prices and personalized service to meet all your needs. Repair, storage, winterizing, parts, and more. Call Advantage Marine in Zeeland at 616-748-9235 or stop in and see Dave at 8755 Riley Street in Zeeland. That's at the corner of 88th and Riley on the northeast side of Zeeland. Lines are open. Give us a call, 395-1450. We'll be back here shortly on The Outdoor Show. Welcome back to the Outdoor Show, brought to you by MOA Gunsmithing, exclusive dealer for Leatherwood, Hilux Optics, and 300 below cryogenics freezing, as well as firearms repairs, specializing in Mauser rifle custom work and restoration. MOA Gunsmithing is your accuracy headquarters for target and varmint shooting. Visit KnowYourZero.com for rifle builds, accuracy test, and product reviews. Call 616-502-3374. MOA Gunsmithing, right on, dead on, all the time.
Yep.
I like that.
Hey, he's done a lot of work for me. He's done a lot of work for you, and
Oh yeah,
absolutely perfect work.
You want primo work?
Yep.
You go to Bob.
Yep.
You go to Bob. He does the job.
I got to get a hold of him too.
Bob does the job.
Bob does the job. I got to get a second bead put on a shotgun.
Ah, you gonna go double bead?
Yep.
What for? Why?
The double bead on a shotgun?
Yeah, why
helps
you
you
gonna-
align everything. Look at most of your trap guns and whatnot.
I was just thinking about how I've seen you shoot, and maybe that's gonna be a good thing.
Well, see that was because I was shooting, 4 miles out, and I only hit 80% of my targets that day. I understand that. These little clay things that fly through the air, you can't eat them. They don't taste good.
Hey,
they
you
don't.
should-
They
hey,
don't
you should
float.
try
in
the
air.
minis.
They don't sink in the deep fryer.
Yeah, but if you don't practice, you ain't getting the ones you can eat.
Oh, those ducks just fall out of the air.
With Eli with you,
Hey, we're all pulling the trigger. I can claim every one of them.
he feels sorry for you for as many shots as
Yeah.
you spend.
Yep.
He figures I'll give him some ducks so he can feel good about it.
Yeah. Yeah. They've seen me
Hey.
shoot at them flying birds. They know.
Over at the Holland Gun and Knife Show, throughout the day, we're going to be making the announcements.
Yep.
Bob's going to be there explaining to people about accuracy and
Yep.
wildcat loads and things like that. Telerad's going to be there with us for 511 gear. We're going to have your concealed carry headquarters right up on stage. We're going to be up on stage, of course. You're going to be there. Aaron's going to be there. I mean, it's going to be an awesome day.
Yeah. It'll be fun.
It's going to be an awesome day.
Be a good day.
You know something else? We didn't pick on Ray this morning.
We should. He is listening on his TV, I guess.
On his TV.
On his TV, he said.
Are we televised?
We
no,
should
we didn't
be.
even get pictures when we were supposed
Yeah.
to.
Come on now. What?
You had to see her look.
You bet. You bet. But I know what Ray's doing. He's just sitting on his couch, drinking his coffee.
Ray's brother, he listens just to hear us pick
just
on
to
him.
hear us pick on Ray.
So we got to pick on him just
Oh,
a
I
little
agree.
bit.
Mike Bean just listens
that's
to
Ray
hear
Bean.
Ray. Yeah, Ray Bean.
That's Ray Bean.
Ray Bean. And I know that he's actually
He'll be at the store when we get there.
Yeah, even if he can play us through the TV,
Yeah.
he's still watching the TV, thinking that something's happening. I can just see that blank look on his face, just
With a blank picture
blank
on the
picture.
television.
Yeah, yeah. No,
Look real close, Ray.
yeah. If you get
We're
closer
smiling
to
at
the
you,
TV,
buddy.
Yeah. The picture was just taken, Ray. It's on its way.
Anyhow, it's gonna be a really fun day, February 21.
Yep.
Over at the Holland Civic Center, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Entry is only $5, but it is $5 that you're gonna save if you get your NRA membership through us that morning.
And you know what else we can do?
What's that?
I'll get Ray there so people can meet the face behind the name that we always talk about on
Oh,
the radio.
we should have Ray there so people can meet him.
And he's got to get signed up for the
we'll
NRA.
Put him on
so-
stage in the back corner, and then when somebody comes and asks us, "Can we see Ray Bean?"
Yep.
We'll give him a
ticket.
drawing ticket.
Yep.
And we'll let him see Ray Bean.
Can we see Ray Bean? Just
Did you hear that, Ray?
Yep, just-
Yeah, we got it, buddy.
when he actually comes out, just calm down. It's okay. He is a human. He is a human.
Now you're getting way out there.
I just want to get mean now.
That's just wrong. He's
No.
going to be there at the store with breakfast for us.
Oh
and
yeah,
everything.
yeah. Oh hey, he could be on the video today.
He
That's
could, but he's
that's
gotta, but he's gotta
McDonald's
bring
breakfast,
food.
Ray.
He's got to pay to be on the video.
Yeah. Hey,
He's
it's
gotta bring
about
food.
his turn, isn't it, to pay?
Oh,
he just
it's-
comes and drinks a coffee.
It's
so.
been his turn for a long time.
Yeah.
Free coffee though.
Free coffee.
You can't really
He'll
count,
be there.
You can't count the coffee against
No.
him because it's free coffee
Yep.
over at the
no,
Powder
no,
Horn.
no, and that's what we're there for.
So what else you gonna have going on today? You got any sales going on?
I've got tons of sales going on. Every gun that I've got is going to be on sale for a few weeks now. And for special orders or ordering out, I can even save you a little more. So stop on in, see what we can do. These last few weeks have been excellent sale weeks for gun sales. People are really, really enjoying our deals we got going. So you might as well be one. Come on down and take a look at what we can do for you. Also, you may go to our website at www.powderhornguns, all one word,
Right.
.com. Go to
Now
the gun
there's some
search.
good deals there.
There's awesome deals there, like some of the best.
Powderhornguns.com.
.com. Yep. There'll
And
be
then you have your website link for your gun sales.
Yep, I've got them where you can order them online. They get shipped right to my building. All you do is put a deposit down on it, and you pay in full when you get there. I do the background check, and you walk out with your firearm. And
As long as you pass the background check.
Yep.
Don't order on the internet
Yep.
unless you know you're going to pass the
Yep.
background check.
and
That's the
there's
NICS, National Instant Check System.
You got it. And I do a whole lot of sales on that because of the prices I can give on the website there. So make sure you check that out. Any firearm you're looking for, stop by us to see what we can do for you, because we will do the best.
How about
we
fishing
can.
gear?
Fishing gear. We got lots of fishing gear, and ice fishing, salmon, bass, perch, walleye, bluegill.
What'd you say?
Huh?
Before you said bluegill, what'd you say?
Bass,
No? What'd you say
Salmon?
after bass?
perch.
You don't even know what you said, do you?
I don't got a clue.
Walleye.
Walleye.
If you want to catch walleye,
Yep.
who do you got to see?
West Michigan Walleye Club.
West Michigan Walleye Club. It's only $30 to be a member.
But tell them what's the best part about the $30
The best part about the $30,
besides the Walleye Club.
I mean, well, they got they do their club meetings at 7:30 on the fourth Tuesday of each month at West Walker Sportsman's Club.
Yep.
Okay, they invite guest speakers that come down there. You get your newsletter, through the email thing. You got, along with that, there's full access to special events that are planned each year: swap meets, cookouts, youth programs, all those things. And the year-end awards is a dinner, and they do the year-end awards. And the year-end awards include the tournaments. The tournament winners.
Yep.
People that win the tournaments.
And with that membership fee of $30, you get into all 8 tournaments for zero cost, correct?
Let me see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
9. They added one. I don't know. I don't want to sound wrong.
I'm trying to figure out, there was something with one of them. So
Yeah.
it's 8 tournaments for sure, and there's a 9th one here. But let me tell you about them.
Hey, is there any, before we get into that, is there any on the east side of the state, like on Saginaw Bay?
April 18, it's on the Detroit River.
Oh, wow.
U.S. waters only, though. Don't go to the
Yep, don't go to the
Canadian
Canadian
waters.
side.
They don't want to join the club, so we're not letting
We're
them.
better fishing on the U.S. anyways.
And then May 16,
Yep.
it's going to be on the St. Clair River.
Yep, great.
That's U.S. and Canadian waters.
Okay.
And 19 and 20 is going to be Port Clinton. That's a 2-day tournament, and that's U.S. and Canadian waters. And then on July 18, it's going to be Saginaw Bay. And then, let's see. Oh, the youth tournament is August 1.
Yep.
That's why we had the 8 and the 9. The youth tournament's
Yep.
in there. That's the
Yep.
youth. That's on the Hardy Dam.
Nice.
August 1. Hey, I think I might be there. You come up and visit,
You
because I'll
bet.
be on the backwaters there. You come up and visit, and we'll take the boat out, and we'll take pictures of
I think we
Jim.
should.
We'll get pictures of Jim out there
Yeah.
judging things.
And then as he
we'll
hooks
put
a
it on.
walleye, I'll
Yeah,
jump into his
yeah.
boat and fight it.
Well, not only that, we'll say, look, Jim's in the youth tournament. He's
Yep.
not as old as we thought he was.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, see,
kidding.
but one of the good things about the West Michigan Walleye Club is, even for me, you know, I love walleye fishing.
Yep.
I've never fished Saginaw Bay before, and I
Right.
want to troll that in the worst way. You join this club and just start asking questions, and you will know where to go, how to fish.
Oh yeah,
what
when
to
you're
look
done with
for.
the
It's a
tournaments, it's not a
awesome
cash
thing.
payout.
Yep.
It's learning stuff.
Yep.
And the people that win will definitely give you tips and hints and tricks
Yep.
and everything else. And August 15, they got the Hubbard Lake. September 19, they got the Burt Mullet
Yep.
deal. October 17, they're back at the Hardy Pond. And then November 7, Muskegon Lake. That's a 4 p.m. to midnight one on November 7th.
That's kind of neat.
Yeah.
You get that night fishing in there, too.
We could go fish that tournament, but I'm sure they're going to
I'll be
wonder.
sleeping by 10,
Yeah, I was going
so
to say
it's
they're
up
going to
to
wonder
you.
where we're at
Yeah.
midnight because we'll
Yeah.
both fall asleep in the boat.
You got it. You got it.
You got to start early for us. We can't go late.
Right. 8:30 bedtime.
Well, anyway, folks, get your membership at West Michigan Walleye Club. Go to westmichiganwalleyeclub.org.
Yeah.
westmichiganwalleyeclub.org.
And
That's right there on your computer. You can become a member. Then you get your member login and your password, all that other stuff. You can get into the everything on the site. You can see all the information there. It's a nice site, too, by the way.
Oh, it's awesome. It's great. But make sure you stop down by the store, too, and come see Tom and I and the Ray Bean.
The Ray Bean.
And come on down
The
and get
Ray
yourself
Bean.
some good deals. And we
Get
look
the good
forward to
deals. Watch us do the recordings. We'll talk to you next week right here on The Outdoor Show.